So we are back from Japan, and I've only been in town for a couple days, and I already picked up a new project. But before we go, I want to show you all the souvenirs I got from Japan. I actually stayed pretty light on the souvenirs. Last year, I had a lot of souvenirs. This was from the shop owner that we visited. I'll leave a link to the video. You'll probably see it up in the corner right here. He actually gave us 2 shirts for me and my girlfriend. This is also the gift from the shop owner in Japan. And I got these Nismo Sidewinker clear set. This is for R34, R33, a whole bunch of cars. So I got to pick these up. I also got this from the Amori factory. This is actually a little tiny chair. So if you're walking around and want to take a seat, very helpful for car shows. I'll probably put that in the BRZ. I got this from the auto salon. This goes in your glove box, so you put all your owner's manual, your insurance cards and everything in here. And in here, I actually put all my valuable stickers in here so they wouldn't bend and crease, that kind of thing. So lots of stuff in here. I highly recommend you get one of these while you're in Japan so you can put all your stickers in there. Picked up some chopsticks. I got a GR Toyota bag from when we got some merchandise. Got some magazines. Nothing too crazy. I got a Blitz drain plug for the FA20. This is magnetic. This is a brand new piece from Blitz right now. So I had to pick one of these up. I have the gritty one currently on the car, but I have a bunch of Blitz parts, so this will just put the cherry on top for all the parts I have. Got a keychain. This is from the Works booth. It's a little 1/64 scale wheel stand. And I think I got, what wheels did I get? I think these are XD9s, I'm not sure. More magazines. Got a BRZ GT diecast. This is a holder for your keys. Got ABS Model 5 and Work CR Kai. These are for an Aoshima diecast. I also got this from the Amori factory. This is license plate bracket holders that say Nismo on it. A couple of 86s. And this is some candy I got from Japan. I wish I got some more food though. And this is a license plate holder from an R34 GTR. You can get these for about 30 bucks online. My buddy gave it to me. Shout out to Miguel at Mintco. He just gave me one of these for my car. And for these two, I'm very excited to show what's in these. This is also a new part from Blitz. These are strut tower braces. These are brand new at the auto salon. I picked these up for about 120 bucks. And this is also from Blitz. This was just released at the auto salon, and it is a steering wheel. It's also red stitching. My car has blue stitching. Alright, so we're on the way to the shop where the car is currently at. I haven't revealed it, but a lot of people have already guessed what car it is. I'm pretty excited for it. I don't want to say too much until I reveal it, but it is pretty modified, so that's why my car currently has just a ton of parts in it. It is boosted, so I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna keep it boosted or throw it back to naturally aspirated, but we'll just have to see. Alright, we are here at the shop. Car is here. I could finally show you what I picked up. Let's see what I got in 3, 2. I got an FRS. What? So here it is. This is my new to me, 2014 Scion FRS. So this isn't a base model FRS. This is the trim up from the base model. So you get the LED headlights, you get the heated seats, dual climate control, push to start. So this is like all the features that I have in my silver BRZ, just in Scion form. Also, with the intercooler sticking out, this is not turbocharged, this is supercharged. This has a Kraftwerk supercharger kit with a C40 blower, and this was pushing about 250-ish horsepower. And the reason why it blew up is because of the tuner, I believe. The tuner wasn't great. Maybe it was just a lemon of a motor, but who knows really. This is a March 2014 car, so I don't know if this was prone to the valve spring recall, but I do have a spare motor for it and a spare transmission. Honestly, this should be pretty easy to swap out the old motor, put the new motor back in, and put the stock tune on it. I don't know if I'll be putting on the supercharger just yet because it's going to be my daily driver. I don't know if I want to boost it, plus I'll just get the money out of it by selling the supercharger. As some of you know, I had a 2009 Camry that got T-boned and it was totaled. It was a complete loss, so I've been trying to find something to replace that. So this is my solution to replacement daily. It has a full exhaust, has a Greddy titanium catback, JDL dual res front pipe over pipe combo, and a JDL headers, as well as some nice Koki taillights. So you might be wondering, what are the next steps to this car? Well, first and foremost, it needs a motor. But right now, because I already have a motor, that's not much of a concern to me. My main concern is getting a new trunk, new front bumper, and new rear bumper. The trunk, the guy had a big fat spoiler on it and it just deformed the trunk really badly. I found someone in SoCal with the same paint code, so we're gonna be picking that up this weekend. There's a Junkyard that we'll be going to in a second because it has no rear seats. The steering wheel's been changed, so we need a stock steering wheel and a couple of other miscellaneous things, so it should be really easy to get to. I'm also going to be putting on the stock suspension. This currently has PVM lower control arms and KWV3 coilovers. I do love the suspension setup, but if I'm going to be daily driving it, if something happens to it, I do want to just revert it completely back to stock. I think this car is so much more enjoyable stock, and that's coming from someone who has an LS swap BRZ and completely over modified BRZ. This makes the third FT86 in the family, so that's pretty special. I have 3 of these now. I do want to try and get this thing running before I sell the LS BRZ. Try and have all 3 of my cars together at one point. So without further ado, let's get to the junkyard and put on the stock parts. So right now we are on the hunt for a stock trunk, stock front bumper, rear bumper, coilovers. So the cars here aren't white. The hardest part about finding body parts is finding the right color. And the FRS white is a really hard paint to match. So if I can find a paint matched part, that would make my life way easier. Okay, this is an FRS. All right, not much left. Maybe stock brakes. Oh, stock seats. This is leather too. Suede. This is BRZ. Dual climate control. Floor mat. Ooh, I'll be taking this. Stock shocks, okay. Trunk. There's actually a lot of stuff in here. Okay, stock exhaust. We found a stock exhaust. It looks a little misaligned. Stock headlights destroyed. I could probably take the ballast out of that. So we can probably take the shocks out of this one. Stock seats. Okay. Here we go. Stock overpipe. Fender garnish. This was an option from the dealership. This right here. Stock taillight. Okay, I might take the stock taillight. Oh, hey. Shift boot. I'll be taking that. Airbags off. I'll probably be taking the carbon fiber bezel. Fortunately, the wheels, or the motor is taken. The wheels are in here, as well as the stock seats. These are also suede. I'll probably take these considering these are in way better condition. So the junkyard closes in about 10 minutes. And I just found the 3rd BRZ. Bumper. This is the white one I need. Actually looks pretty decent. Rear seats in this one as well. So we have some choices. Alright, so we are back in the junkyard. We are at the silver BRZ. We just got the back seat out. Well, the backing of the back seat out. It's not in too bad condition, it's just dirty. The lower portions of this back seat, they put the stock wheels on it, so it's creased here pretty badly. And they set the drive shaft on that one, so that one's full of dirt and gear oil. Also, the overpipe is chilling right here. Mid pipe right there. I might grab that mid pipe right now. So right now I'm going to be getting the rear shocks, and the hard part's out of the way. Lower control arms already out, but I do need the lower control arms. So now, all we gotta do, peel this open, and these should be 14s. That's one. And out it goes. That's one shock. Alright, so all the suspension. I even took the wheel speed sensors, front end links, and kept all the bolts, which is important. Alright, so we're at the 2nd BRZ. This one here, we are going to get the lower back seats off of this one. Alright, so today we are done with the junkyard. We have all the pieces for the FRS. We have the mid-pipe, front snorkel I'm getting for a friend, and I'm getting this for my car because the wiring is all jacked up for the DRL. This is actually broken, so if they have a problem with it, I'll just rip off the wiring. I have all coilovers. I also took the overpipe just because. End links, rear seats. Hopefully I'll stay under 150 bucks for everything. This shouldn't be much. All right, so you just saw the clip of me at the junkyard getting the parts for the FRS. So now we will be cleaning up the rear seats and putting in the shift boot, the handbrake boot, and the stock steering wheel. So let's get to that. First thing we're gonna do is take off the steering wheel and put the stock steering wheel and airbag back on. So to take off the quick release, we're taking it off with this 3mm Allen key. All right, so I got the quick release off. Now we're gonna take off the short hub, which I think this is a 17mm. All right, next up on the list, I have this OEM handbrake boot. I also have the OEM shifter boot. So I want to get rid of this white leather. I'm not really a fan of this. This should be a pretty simple install. All right, so remove this. Pretty simple. Pull it up here. There should be a wire here. Now for the handbrake boot. This comes out. Slides in like that. Put the handbrake handle back like this. Now you just screw on the drift button. All right, so out with the new and in with the old. I prefer the OEM boots way more. I think it looks way better. Next up are these two. Okay, so the seats are way dirtier than I anticipated. This seat right here is just not getting any cleaner than how it is. This one, the suede seems okay, just the leather needs to be cleaned up. I'll probably go ahead and wash these up. All right, so we just cleaned up the rear seats. The seats are still dirty, like I said. These are going to be temporary until I get these completely detailed. Before, there was just a bunch of oil and gunk on it, so at least the suede is savable. The leather I'm not too worried about. I could just always put some leather conditioner on it. The rear seats, this backing portion is thankfully not too bad from the junkyard, and this is just a spare crash bar that I had that's going to go in the rear. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. In the next episode, we will be probably working on the motor next. We should have some fun with this thing. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of the new car, and we'll see you in the next one.